Dylan here for podcast. Shut up. Just go fuck yourself. Today we're here with everyone.
I'm not editing this. Oh my god.
This is fucking him. Everyone just say hi. Wyatt.
Fuck you. That's not
Anthony. Wade.
Hi, I'm Wade.
And Wade's girlfriend, Danielle, who's dying. Oh shit. Alright. So, Age of Ultron. Did everyone like the movie?
No.
You are so hurting this podcast so bad. We can't post anything so far.
It was okay. It wasn't great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Honest
I
thoughts.
felt it.
Wade?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it really tops the first one though, but it was definitely worth seeing, I'd say.
It was weird that they threw the romance in there, though.
Yeah, it got awkward.
Especially considering coming off Captain America.
I never thought him and her were a thing.
But they played it up.
They became, by the end of that, they just became really good friends.
No, I think she wanted to be more, but he just shut himself off with that whole go in a spaceship thing.
I was talking about Captain America Civil War.
I thought you were transitioning into the Avengers.
That one hasn't
Winter
come out
Soldier.
yet. Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier. Because they kind of play up the whole Cap, Black Widow romance thingy.
Oh,
I didn't see it. Like, I kind of saw it, but like, I thought they were
They
just
keep
friends.
bringing it up, though, which is the weird thing.
Nah,
Do you
yeah,
have a
they-
date yet? How about now?
Can I suck your dick, Steve? Huh? No? Okay.
Boo.
Shut up. So, Anthony,
That was good.
I don't think any of us are called Steve, so I think we're okay.
I loved it. I fucking loved it.
Of course you did.
Why'd you love it? Explain, elaborate, give us material.
Because I like the Avengers films. I like, at this point, Marvel can't do any wrong in my eyes right now.
No, they can do a lot of
They
wrong.
have Disney on their helm, man. They can do whatever they want wrong.
No, they can fuck up, but until they do, until they prove...
Until the Mickey cameo. Until then.
boy!
Pulsar blast. Done.
I was gonna say, if that's how that cameo went, then that'd be perfect.
Mickey Mouse is the villain in the last movie. It's not Thanos, it's going to be Mickey Mouse.
Infinity
I'm going
War.
to destroy the Avengers. Oh, boy.
It's just Thanos sitting on his throne and Mickey snaps his neck.
I'm gonna fuck you up!
There's a whole sex scene between Mickey and Lady Death.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, touch my mousy balls.
You can't even do the voice right.
I don't do voices!
Boo, 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 boo.
Not everyone can do voices, Wyatt. Go fuck yourself.
I mean, do you want to do it now or?
What?
Do you want this way or that way?
All directions, Wyatt. Go for it.
Sideways!
She was the best one.
10 out of 10. Best podcast ever.
At this point, you have to keep like most of the tangents in. Otherwise, there's no coherent thought here.
This is actually hilarious. I might keep the whole thing in.
So,
Special
why
guest,
did you think
Mickey
it was
Mouse.
okay?
Why'd you think it was okay?
It started out really strong, and then it petered towards the end. And there's that whole giant cock tease thing that we can go into.
You should go into that because I'm not entirely.
The whole, we're gonna kill Hawkeye. Look, he's got a family. It's gonna be really sad when he dies.
Yeah.
I was like, kill the motherfucker! Kill him! Yes! Yes! And then they fucking did do it!
Where are the drugs?
Do you have something you need to talk about?
We're friends. We care about you.
No, I was listening to
Who has
another
done you
podcast.
wrong?
I was listening to Fat Man on Batman, actually.
Fan, I'm not bad.
Kevin Smith's podcast. And Quicksilver's first line is, I bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh god.
And he says it 3 times, and the third time he says it, he's dead.
Walk it off.
Loosely defined, dead. Note, we never see him buried. We never see a tombstone. Just
they just
like
drop
just
his
like
body on the lifeboat.
just like Agent Coulson is dead.
Yeah, they never actually,
But Joss
confirmed
Whedon said
anything,
he's
do they?
dead as far as the cinematic universe goes.
Josh Whedon can suck a dick. He's not directing anything
Hence
else.
his last name.
True.
This was his last Marvel movie.
True.
So as far as we know, they could bring him back in Infinity Wars.
I want them to bring him back because I mean, then again, it does defeat the purpose of them first becoming Avengers from the first movie. They did it for Coulson, but I want him to come back and everyone to be like, "We're so happy," and then get pissed off at Nick Fury because Nick Fury knew the whole time.
I could live with him being dead. Their accents are really bad. It's terrible.
Bobby.
I mean,
They're really bad Russian accents.
I didn't even think they were going for Russian accents. I just thought they were just foreign accents.
No, they're Russian.
I know they're supposed to be Russian, but they sounded just like generic European-ish accents.
Like Russian turnip.
But yeah, that bothered me, the whole cocktease thing.
I would have been depressed if they killed Hawkeye.
I wouldn't. I wanted that motherfucker to die.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of kids look up to each of the heroes in the thing, so kind of killing them off, I don't know, man.
Well, the way I saw it was Disney was like, look, we have a Quicksilver too. We don't fucking need him. Go suck a dick, Fox.
I like Fox's Quicksilver better anyway. Like, that one scene was...
That one scene was awesome, but like the more you break it down, it's like none of that actually works.
But who cares if it works? It looked cool.
It did look cool.
Yeah, none of the Quicksilver scenes in this looked very cool. They didn't
You
have
barely
that.
see him.
They didn't have that same effect that Foxes had.
Shit.
It also would have been cool to see these two friends be the same character and kind of like go back and forth in movies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't actually want to do any more movies, so that's why
He
they
only
killed him.
agreed to do this one because of the Olsen girl.
I mean, I would do movies for her.
Why do people not want to do movies? I don't understand that logic.
Neither do I. He only agreed to it because they did Godzilla together and he enjoyed working with her.
Mm-hmm.
So like the
None of this though. None of the like in and out because he's married to someone that's like twice his age. It's like
but
his
he's
mom.
like he's a lot older than he looks, anyways, too.
Well, he's 25.
We have IMDb.
He's 25 or 26 because he's a few years older than I am.
We can actually fact check things.
But yeah, his wife is like 45, 50.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
CougarLife.com.
Adult Friend Finder.
No.
Are they sponsor this podcast? This podcast brought to you by Adult Friend Finder. Find attractive moms looking for discreet sex in your area at adultfriendfinder.com.
Rated PG-13.
That was another thing I thought was weird. That the movie was rated PG-13.
Exactly. Like, there's some,
But so was the
like,
first one.
Fucking holes were pierced in what's his face.
But the only thing that really made it PG-13 was the language.
Shit.
Like Caps
Language.
telling
Language.
them all to watch their mouth.
Yeah.
That was the best running
That was
joke
a
in that
great
movie.
running joke. And I even
Great
kept it up
running
right
joke.
till the end.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
He's 24.
Okay. I knew he was roughly close to my age. So.
But like that, you make a good point. Like, why wouldn't you want to just like if you're in this, why not just keep doing it?
Exactly. Especially when it makes you fucking millions.
And makes
You
you
don't need to
popular
work.
too. Like
I mean-
everyone likes a superhero.
And then you get the parts you want. If you do the parts you don't want, it works.
But
then
he
you
already
don't have
did comic book
time
movies.
For other movies, if you want to explore those.
But
Those
that's
actually-
not true. Look at
Eventually
Robert
you
Downey
will.
Jr.
If you're
No,
a good
it
actor,
is
people
true.
will wait for you.
It's very
because
true.
you're stuck filming on like the same reason why Norma Reedus isn't doing the new
Boondock Saints
Boondock
because he's
Saints,
stuck
'cause he's
with.
stuck filming Walking Dead.
Well, maybe it is a contractual thing then. Like they say they want.
Yeah.
X
Well, like
number
they
of
do
years
have
to be-
specific contracts, but Tom Hiddleston was supposed to be in Age of Ultron, and he had to waive his contract.
Because he was filming Crimson Peak.
Well, he waived his Marvel contract because if he was in, like, if they, otherwise they would have had to rewrite a new contract because he would have been over his movie limit. And they ended up cutting him out of the movie anyways.
It made no sense for him to be in the movie. He's going to be in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. I assume his role in in Age of Ultron would have been an end credit scene, maybe talking to Thanos.
No. If it was going to be anything, the end credit scene would have set up Civil War and would have set up Ragnarok.
Which it didn't. Like, they did Ragnarok in the middle of the movie, which I didn't mind. I was like, Thor
They
has
didn't set it up. They talked about it.
They talked about it, but like Thor has no purpose during no action. Thor has no purpose, so send him away. I was fine with that part.
He's a buff blonde man. He always has a purpose.
He didn't go anywhere. Those are all just visions from the Scarlet Witch.
Well, no, I'm talking about when they were on the farm.
Oh, yeah.
He left, and I was like, all right, cool. You go do you, Thor, because you're not needed here. We needed that intense scene of Captain America ripping a log in half and Iron Man getting a boner over it.
Don't touch my pile. That's my pile.
Yeah. Like, I liked that scene. Because you see Robert Downey Jr. Oh, shit. I think I might love you.
Yeah, there's little oh shit moments. So like with Thor when they just barely made the hammer budge. And just looks at like
yeah.
That whole party scene. I love the whole party scene. And I want to say that's probably one of my favorite Stan Lee cameos.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we can handle this. Celsior!
It was just great to see the heroes like actually letting loose and acting, you know, human-ish. Like, how would they react and respond to each other in this situation instead of just constant action?
The only thing I didn't like about that is that it felt a lot like, let's see how many cameos we can get into this movie at one point in time.
Well, they didn't
can't
really
argue with
shove
cameos,
anyone
though.
else. We have Marie Hill. What is Don Cheadle's character's name? Other than War Machine. What's his Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes.
Rhodey. Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Stanley. And that was it.
You had Emily Wu.
Oh, the doctor chick.
But that kind of set up later on.
Yeah, that was specifically for later in the
I guess we
movie.
kinda
Wasn't
had to get
Agent
character
21 in there? I could have sworn I
No.
saw Agent 21.
No. I think she was supposed to be, but she wasn't. There was like no one else there.
No Freakazoid was there.
Why would he be there?
I don't know, man.
Isn't he a different property anyways?
Exactly.
But yeah.
You're not helping me.
That's what that came to me as, let's not let everyone forget about these characters. I think it would have been a little better if it had just been the main cast and not cameos.
I really
cameo.
I like the part with Don Cheadle like telling his story to Iron Man and Thor, and they're like, "Is that it?" yeah, that's it. Boom. Is this what you're looking for?
And that ended up being
No, it's a great story. Great story.
It ended up being like a second running joke after that, because then towards the end he like reworks it with the new story that he has. It's better.
Well, no, he told the same thing to normal people, and they were all like, he's like, high five, man.
I am cool.
He's like, yeah, fuck you guys, I'm cool. And like the whole scene of them trying to lift Thor's hammer was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Captain America nudged it. Thor like had a fucking heart attack. Like shit.
I know at one point he does actually wield the hammer.
Well, yeah, that was the point of like him being able to
Yeah.
nudge it.
It's not so much that he
Disintegrating
wields it. It's more or less that he's able to pick it up.
With brute force.
No,
He doesn't, because he doesn't become Thor, which means he's not. Technically, he's not worthy of the title Thor.
Mm-hmm.
but he can pick up the hammer and fucking give it to Thor. Actually, when he picks it up, the first time Captain America picks up Thor's hammer, he kind of picks it up and then throws it to
Yeah.
Thor.
That's pretty much.
To a depowered Thor. Like, Thor reverts to a human in that comic, and
After,
Captain America,
if
like...
he's away from his hammer for 10 seconds.
No, a minute. It's a full minute. So he turns into a human, Captain America picks it up, and then throws the hammer at him. He's like, yeah, got it. We're good. Captain America could have killed Thor. It could have been really bad.
He just missed the hammer.
Captain America, what happened to Thor? Nazis. I don't know.
Hydra things.
I didn't do anything, though. I can't pick up the hammer, obviously. You try. Go ahead.
I did think there was less subtle Easter eggs in this one as compared to some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this movie was supposed to be subtle. I really think this was a middle of the road movie, and people need to get over that fact because this was to set
be
up
like a trilogy thing.
This was supposed to. This movie was a set up movie.
Oh, sort of like the Hunger Games #2, when it's just like they're setting up for the third.
But technically, this is 2 out of 5 if you think about it.
4.
5.
Or as much as they want until they stop making money.
Because you have Avengers, this one, Age of Ultron, Civil War, which is pretty much going to be
2.5.
Avengers, and then you have Infinity 1 and Infinity 2.
And then who knows what's happening in Phase 4?
Because Disney.
Phase 4 is when we're gonna. I think after we're done with this, everything's gonna reboot.
That would be the most logical thing. Like Phase 4, the universe restarts.
I would actually kind of hope for that instead of just keep going on until you have Avengers 11 team. Yeah.
It would be best to kill everything and then kind of restart.
Well, I mean, they could restart it nicely, but that's not the point. So.
I can count to 4017.
Captain America, retirement home.
Shield. It is now his bidet.
Instead of being on like the nice Harley, Black Widow's on like a scooter. Good old school scooter, goes 5 miles an hour.
This sounds like a decent.
It actually putts
Might
around.
actually have to make this happen.
The Hulk's got a beard.
Hulk is dead.
Iron Man is just automated now because he's like got these tiny ass frail arms.
Let's
From
look
the
at
Hulk
Old
broke his
Man Logan
spine.
Hulk. He owns
Oh, yeah.
property.
Oh yeah, Old Man Logan Hulk. He fucked his cousin.
Yeah.
Had some babies.
911 Hotman, Fox owns that.
Yeah. I kind of want the Fox movies to fail, just so we can have one solid universe. It's not gonna happen because Fox has actually started doing better with their X-Men and stuff, but
Keyword there is X-Men.
well, Fan Four Stick's gonna be shit.
Forever shit. I don't even know why they bother with it anymore.
We're not talking about Fan Four Stick. We're talking about Age of Ultron. So, where were we?
Were we talking about Age of Ultron? Were we?
Did you like James Spader? Did everyone like James Spader as Ultron?
Yeah, it seemed like a well-made character there. I mean, he played the part.
He was definitely a departure from every other Ultron ever. He had a personality. Every other Ultron I've ever seen is just like dead, just dead. I'm killing you all. There's like no personality there. It's like you're dead. I'm gonna make my father watch while I kill all of
So
you.
he's like the DBZ Broly of the Marvel Universe.
More or less, and very robotic, no life.
Not rage, just.
I think my favorite Ultron scene was when he tore off Ulysses' Claw's arm.
Ew.
That was because it was like hilarious.
No, is that something that you know? Did you guys hear that? That every movie in Phase 2, somebody's going to lose their arm.
No, someone did lose an arm.
Sounds like a Lucas.
And continuing, in every movie, somebody's going to lose an arm.
Really?
It's a reference to Star Wars.
It's just gonna sound like a Lucas thing.
So Thor might possibly lose his arm in Ragnarok.
Which would be awesome. He'll get the Destroyer's arm.
My guess is that we'll see in Captain America probably somebody will lose an
Well,
arm.
Captain America: Winter Soldier, no one actually lost an arm in that movie, but Bucky didn't have an arm. He just had the robotic arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is more of a Star Wars reference than anything else, because he's the only one with a robotic arm.
And Ant-Man is someone in Ant-Man's probably going to lose an arm because that's still Phase 2.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That'd be great.
That was something I was shocked they didn't hint at all during the movie.
Well, they said
Ant-Man.
everything that happens in Ant-Man is kind of a reaction to what happens in Age of Ultron.
Ooh, that'd be cool, actually.
Like a lot of the things that happen. So probably why the bad guy, Yellow Jacket in Ant-Man, wants to use the Pym particles to make soldiers that can combat the heroes.
Now they've actually introduced him through the Disney Spider-Man series too, so we're getting ready for toy lines, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Out the ass.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't half that episode.
So like Ant-Man toys, are they going to come with little ants too?
I don't know. I know the Legos come with
I
ants.
feel like that would just like be a bunch of choking hazards and missing parts. So
Yeah.
You know.
Buy an ant farm. What do you do with it? You just watch them.
You could get your own ants though
Just
for free.
look at
Just
it.
like leave food
You can
on
put
the
fire
floor.
ants in it.
You can put fire ants and then
And then
break it on someone's
accidentally knock
bed.
it over.
It's like, hey, you want to spend the night? Yeah, sure. Fire ants. Suck my dick. Okay.
Do I have like 3 hours worth of material? To
No,
cover
no,
here?
we're not even over a
Okay.
half hour yet.
Okay, good.
You're fine.
It's still gonna hurt.
You're fine.
I don't even know what I'm editing because half of this isn't even what it was to
The only thing I
The
wish was
sperm whale?
longer in the movie was the whole Hulkbuster versus Hulk scene.
That was great, though.
It was a great
Oh,
scene.
It's a great scene, but it's
I thought it
very
was about
short.
the perfect length though.
Yeah,
I would have
like-
liked to seen it be a little bit longer.
Any longer, I feel like it would have taken away.
I feel like any
there's
longer,
other things happening right now that are more important.
if that scene had been any longer, there's no way they could have been like, no one died. Because already that seems like,
Dangerous
feel
close
like
to
a couple
smashing
people,
somebody.
like you see a couple people seriously hurt. I'm like, I don't know if anyone,
They tried.
there's a casualty or two at
They're trying to
least.
play off that nobody died in that movie.
Oh yeah, because fuck you, Man of Steel. Where
People died
A
in
lot of
that
people
movie.
got
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
half of Metropolis is population just gone.
Isn't that like supposed to be at this? And then they can
Yeah,
like,
that's the
bring
whole
in
point
Lex?
of that be Superman.
But yeah, because they had to make it a reaction to Superman destroying the city. Otherwise, everyone would have been pissed. Everyone was pissed when he didn't save anyone. He said "fuck everything" and then killed Zod, which I liked that part, but a lot of people were pissed off about it.
I didn't.
I think it's the whole part that in those movies they want Superman to kind of be more of the more hardcore Superman, where it's 1 to save 1,000, 1,000 to save 1,000,000. That kind of Superman, as compared to I'm gonna save the day, Superman.
But
That's a whole different topic.
But there was no, yeah, alright. But yeah, that was a big fuck you. Captain America's like, we're saving everyone. But why? We're doing it, and shut up.
Because America.
We're not even in America. Fuck yeah.
My favorite part of the movie is just go to sleep, 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 go to sleep. That is by far the best.
That little shotgun arm
Just-
effect.
Punches him. Tooth. Sorry.
Go to sleep, go to sleep. The whole let's calm down the Hulk by touching hands thing was kind of gay.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
I don't know. I feel like it
That
felt
whole
thin, though.
romance between those two, I hated.
I didn't mind it. I was
didn't-
I liked it.
My whole thing was, where did it come from?
It felt
Yeah,
that was
exactly
one
what I was
problem.
thinking.
It
Well,
wasn't even hinted at
okay, but
previously.
then if you want to think about that, how the fuck did they all get together for this time?
Shield.
It's the end of Captain America sets it
Yeah,
up.
but you don't see them. You don't see the people go. You don't see anyone. You don't see like Nick Fury like, Thor, I need you to come down from Asgard.
He's just standing in a thunderstorm. Thor! I know you're here.
Like you don't see them get together. Like that was kind of that's
The
the
way
fun
the
of
way
the first movie. You see them get together, and this one they're just like, and we're off.
the way I assume is that because Cap takes place in America, Thor takes place in Europe, that those events happen very close together.
Probably, which is what. But in that sense, you'd have to think Iron Man 3 happens close to the same time too.
Not really,
Because then why isn't Iron Man helping? In Cap 3,
'Cause
at
he's a dick.
least.
because he's a dick.
Because he...
Hawkeye? Where the fuck was he? Probably on the farm.
Yeah.
He was on the farm. He was rebuilding his house.
Yeah. He was there-
His phone's going off, and he's like,
Can I make spaghetti?
what's that? That's Nick Fury? Nope. Mm-mm.
I got to
Yeah,
tear down
no.
this wall.
I gotta rebuild the kitchen.
If Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s timeline is right, Thor and Captain America happen closer together than Thor and Iron Man.
So then the moral of the story is Tony's a dick and didn't want to help.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like traumatized. I didn't really think it was going to make a dick.
Well, no. By the end, like he got
could've been
over
in
it.
his panic room the entire time.
He got over it at the end of the third one. He was like,
Maybe
But that's why I
I'm not
wonder how it
Iron
took
Man.
place,
maybe
though,
him
because-
and Potts were having gratuitous amounts of sex. You never know. You never know.
but
You
Banner
never
was in
know.
Banner was in the house.
Ew.
Because remember the end credit scene for Iron Man 3 is Banner like sleeping while Tony's telling him this story.
Maybe that's his fetish.
Yeah, maybe they let
That was in the house. That was the lab.
Which
the
I
Avengers
assume
Tower.
is Avengers Tower, which means it's still that house. Because I don't think
it's a building, not a fucking house.
But they only
There are
showed
more
us
than one floor.
They only showed us like 3 rooms.
Exactly. So there could be more than 3 rooms. There's multiple.
There should be
floors.
more than 3 rooms.
Multiple floors. They could have been banging on every floor and just working their way down.
Just sup, Banner. You don't have to look, but do you want a mojito? I'm feeling Jarvis. Sir, I don't think Mr. Banner wants to see this.
Jarvis, record this.
You porn, Jarvis.
That was another cool thing that we got, is that we're getting the other AIs.
Yeah, but I had no idea there was any other AIs than Jarvis. Yeah. I was like, I don't like this.
Because Friday is his secretary.
My Girl Friday. And then there was one for Joe Costa, who's Ultron's bride.
And then if you look at some of the other ones they have, they are both, it's Veronica and...
Well, Veronica's the Hulk Buster.
And there's another AI that is for the other chick from Archie Comics.
Betty, yeah. Betty and Veronica. Which I didn't catch until the second time that I watched the movie, that they were talking about Veronica early on when they were trying to make artificial intelligence. I heard a lot of people say that was rushed. Did you guys feel like that was rushed? Ultron's creation?
It wasn't
I think it made sense to me, because they were like, all right, just keep running and let us know if something works. And then they walked away. And then the first one worked. And I was like, all right, that's understandable. They walked away, and then Ultron would...
It was just one of those plot devices, I think.
I think there was, like... But I felt like...
It was like, we need to get another Infinity Stone in here. How can we get another Infinity Stone in here and make Ultron? I have a great idea. What if Ultron is made inside the stone?
I didn't think he was made inside the stone. They were just mapping the stone.
Well, they didn't know it was a stone until after they broke it.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, no. Ultron broke it later on.
Yeah, and that's when they find out it's a stone.
Not until Thor goes to Exposition City. Thor Ex Machina.
That's another thing that was weird, is that they talk about the stones and that they know 4, which means that they know about the events in Guardians.
Well, no, in Thor's vision, he sees the 4 like line up, and he's like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4. If my math is correct, there's 4 stones.
But they know what stone. He knows what stone it is. They didn't know. He didn't know what the ether was. He knew what the Tesseract was because that was in the vault.
He didn't even know that was a stone, though.
Right.
Until he had that
He didn't
vision.
know that the Mind Stone was...
in Loki's scepter.
It was in the scepter. But yet he knows that the purple one is power?
Did he say that?
Yes!
Oh.
He says we have found the Mind, the power, the Tesseract, which is...
Space. It's space.
Space. The ether, which is...
Reality.
And then the 5th one, which would be soul.
With Bruce Willis.
The 6 is time.
Yeah.
There's 6.
Yeah, there is.
Because Thanos has one for each knuckle and then the back of his hand.
Yeah.
So when he pimp smacks you, you get a nice gem imprint.
I just think the end credit scene, everybody's getting wrong. I've seen a lot of people talk about that. The end credit scene.
I'm trying to remember
with Thanos and the glove. Where do you think Thanos got the glove?
Loki probably gave it to him.
Wrong. Do you know where he got the glove?
I know there's 2.
He made it.
There's 2.
His glove is right-handed. The one in Odin's trophy room is left-handed.
That's gonna make for a cool combo.
But I mean, it makes sense that there's 2 because he wears 2
right,
gloves.
but for some reason everyone's like, oh, someone gave him the glove. No, he made it. Which is why he says, I'm just going to have to do this myself.
Well, I mean, in the comics, there wasn't a glove until he just put the other Infinity Stones on his hand. Like, there wasn't... It was just whatever clothes he was wearing, he just attached the stones to it. And then that became the Infinity Gauntlet. So, Vision.
I liked it. It made sense. The way they did it made it so that his colors made sense as compared to what I was thinking they might do.
They didn't explain his powers though, like at all.
Nope. He just shoots laser beam.
And can pick up Thor's fucking hammer.
Yeah, that too.
I think that was probably one of my favorite scenes. Like that's up there. Just
let's go.
We have to. I don't care if you guys trust me. We have to go.
We're just gonna gloss over that. Okay.
No. All right. Fuck it.
My thing is, it's gonna be one of those things that might come back to play in the future.
Well, they did. He picked it up twice in the movie. And it's like it's. What do you say? It's terribly well balanced. Yeah, you know, you lose if it's too unbalanced. You lose swing. You lose power on the swing. That was a nice scene. I'm running out of things to say any time now. What? I would like to have a limit, or know the limit of Scarlet Witch's powers right now.
Yeah, they didn't really go over
because like
the potential
you know. She like during the battle, she's just like tearing shit apart. Fine.
Boom, boom.
Quicksilver dies. Like, how did she know? Do they just have a twin? Wait. Do they just have a twin connection, or
they've got the sim?
Is it the Ultimate Universe where they're incestuous?
Core doesn't go that far.
Luke, I am your father.
This has derailed very quickly.
Why?
You're
the fan.
You're gonna have to fix this.
I'm gonna fix anything. Half this is going in the trash, man. This
is like a 5-minute video.
Oh, man.
This is beautiful, all of it, but where were we?
Exactly.
Scarlet Witch's powers.
Yeah.
In a bedroom.
Yep. That's pretty much
with
what
the
we're doing.
candelabra.
How did she know he died?
Yeah. How did?
Oh, yeah, it's a big plot hole.
Well, I don't think it's a plot hole. It's just like
sensible?
Well, she has the mind powers. Maybe.
Yeah.
Question
That
mark?
could also be a way they bring him back to life.
her powers.
My guess is that's probably how they will retcon the entire universe.
I figured they'll
It's
retcon
either-
it with the Infinity Gauntlet.
But that doesn't break reality.
There's a stone called the Reality Stone.
But it never breaks reality in the comic books. Scarlet Witch is the one that breaks reality in the comic books.
Yeah, because
that's how we end up with-
strong in the comics.
It's not that she's super strong. It's that she basically goes batshit crazy and fixes everything.
Do you think her and Vision will be fucking in the next movie?
Vision doesn't have a dick.
They fuck in the comics. No, you see him naked.
What?
Like when he's first when
he doesn't have any clothes.
Why is it-
Yeah, when he stands up, he's like a Ken doll.
I mean,
So he doesn't have
Ken could
it.
be
Maybe
packing.
they
You don't
scissor
know.
or something.
What?
Maybe he's tucking tapes.
He does a
This is
Buffalo Bill.
fabulous.
He does
Does
Buffalo
Silence of the
Bill.
Lambs thing.
I'd fuck me. As you fucked me.
I'm just thinking of the
God,
clip
Nick's
in
I
there.
need a
Extension.
visual vision doing that now.
I want it in Paul Bettany's voice though. Specifically Paul Bettany doing that dressed as the Vision. That would be a scene.
He wasn't dressed as a Vision. That was all like makeup
No,
attached to his physical
him
body.
as
Ew.
the Vision.
So he's a drag?
Pretty much, yeah.
Or is it
Wouldn't that mean
blackface?
all superheroes are drag if you think about it that way? Because they're all in makeup,
And pretty blonde hair.
Just
or they're all
Well, that would
really
only
good
be four then.
cosplayers.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. They're just really good at what they do.
Really good cosplayers.
Unlike some people.
That's the low blow.
I'm better though.
That's the lower blow.
I'm better though.
I mean, you bought yours, so
Yeah, no.
I built your costume. It's not
And
the
you
same.
have it.
It's not the same.
we cut your wig.
I made my Luffy
helped.
costume.
Yeah, we didn't.
I made that.
It wasn't all
You
blood.
made it with each strand of straw in that
And
hat.
then a retarded friend made your sword.
We fixed it.
What is this?
And then I was molested.
I didn't do it.
Anyway,
Where
back
we,
to the topic.
Spoons!
where
This
we
is
at?
not
I
the tick.
like rusty spoons.
That's something completely different.
Orgasmic to my salad things.
Nope. 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 Nope.
There's a reason you're an editor and not on the shit.
Nope. Nope.
She started it. I ended it.
Nope.
I'm going to delegate you back to your dark room.
Nope.
What
I'm done.
kind of
I'm out. Fuck this. I'm going home.
Look, you guys broke Wyatt.
It's apple
You
juice
broke this to begin with.
flavor.
You started
So-
this over the fart noise. You didn't even explain what you liked.
Where
It wasn't a
Wait.
fart. It was a burp. Get it right.
Where were we?
I don't even not Paul Bettany.
Um,
Scarlet Witch
Is
and
this even a thing?
and Vision fucking in the next movie.
Maybe. Possibly.
You should probably make this a one.
Probably
not. Honestly, cannot edit all of this. Oh god.
This is your fault. Most of this derailment is you.
Partially.
I beg to differ.
I've
And
been-
you brought her, so by default, any derailment she does is
True,
your
then
fault.
it is
That is
mostly me,
sexist.
Yeah.
You're blaming the female for the derailment.
It's not because of her femininity though. It's because she's nuts like me. What?
Alright, so we're keeping going with the podcast from now on, Wade. We're just gonna edit.
I can do podcasts. It's just not derailing podcasts with stuff. Yeah. I
It's
don't
very
know.
derailing.
Too many cooks.
Too many.
No!
Someone else got the reference.
Were
No.
we? I keep trying.
Scarlet Witch's power. Then we went back to him having a
Are they
dick.
gonna bang?
I
Next
think
movie.
No.
I think so, and
No.
I think they set it up.
No.
How'd they set it up?
There'll be
There was
romance.
like no interaction.
When he's talking about not wanting to kill Ultron but like defeating him, they have a moment.
They look at each other.
Ugh.
They have a
They
moment.
make eye contact.
No,
Deeply
gazing.
into each other's
They gaze
eyes.
into each other's eyes.
Ugh.
It's not just
Seeking each
it's not
other's
just quick eye
souls.
contact. It's
It was very romantic.
Yeah,
They
it's that.
caressed
it's
each
that,
other's
and then
cheeks.
he saves
I
her.
can't see that.
And then they
microphone,
fuck.
and that's-
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. It'll be like the romance, but there won't be.
And then they frigged in the booty.
Except she'll have magic
one's good?
babies eventually. Hopefully.
No.
He had a
And then they're
Tootsie
gonna
Roll at
tie
the
him.
end.
She.
House of M and Marvel will live on forever.
They can't do House of M.
They're
They-
still
they
biding their
can't?
time until
Yeah,
Fox
they're
fucks
waiting.
up.
They're waiting.
Could Disney really have someone fucking in any of their properties?
No.
Because that's like
They
way
wouldn't.
off base for
They
them.
wouldn't. Nope.
You would
Isn't
never
gonna happen.
you would never see
You
it.
just
It would
see
be
them crawl into bed with each other, and then they end the scene.
No, it wouldn't even be
you
bad.
you hint it.
They're gonna go with like old school, like television, all in the family bullshit, where they sleep in separate beds in the same room.
I feel like that's a comic
With
strip
a
from like
nightstand.
Scarlet Witch
Ernie
and
Bert
Vision,
style
like
initials
They-
just etched in.
They just close with them just slowly putting the beds together.
SWV on one bed.
Oh,
Nope.
And there's like a whip and a cattle prod on one bed.
I mean, there's a lot of implied sex in the
God. This isn't our
Marvel
bedroom,
movies.
it's theirs. We gotta
Not really.
Yeah, there is. Hawkeye had a family. He had to have sex.
Or
Not-
adoption's an option.
Yeah.
He could have adopted.
Yeah.
He's
Exactly.
sterile. Didn't want to tell anybody.
You could
He
have jerked
did.
off.
Shooting
His
straight.
wife
Oh.
gave birth by the end of the movie.
You could have jerked off at a cop. You never know. Used to turkey baster. You know. Shit happens.
But does that still make her a virgin?
Scarlet Witch, or not
Maybe.
Scarlet
Not
Witch.
if God was
Black
involved.
Widow.
He played hide the zucchini.
What about Black Widow?
Are you playing Hide the Zucchini? That might be the best line in the movie.
Who said that?
It's
Was it-
Tony Stark.
Of course.
To
He's the only one who could say it.
it's like not all of us can fly, but I don't. And then when he first said it, it took me a moment, and I was like, hide the zucchini. Oh.
Are like you slow? Like I got that right away. You know, hide the zucchini. You know, slap the salami. You know.
Well, my thing was like her and the
Like the
Hulk like
monkey.
weren't together at that moment, so I was like, oh, never mind.
It more of hit
He's
me
basically saying he's a giant green dong.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
It hit me later because like did they just?
I thought that would be the
They
Hulk,
did.
though.
Okay.
They made
That's
a
what
dick
he's
joke.
referencing. Is the Hulk.
They made a dick joke.
About the Hulk.
About his giant green dong.
Why would that be a zucchini though? Wouldn't it be
Because
like,
it's big
Zucchinis are
and
green.
wouldn't it be like a
And
giant
fairly,
ass-
have you
like a-
seen the zucchini? They're fairly
I
large.
feel like it would
It'd
be
be more
like
like a cactus.
6
What about, like, a
watermelons lined up. At least
Watermelons
6.
are round. You'd have like a chili.
Who's watched Avengers Triple X? Haven't you?
What the fuck?
The first,
Why do you
Why
point
would I
at
look
me?
that up?
You know what? Fuck you, Dylan.
have you
Fuck
seen
you.
it or not?
No! Why would I watch that shit?
I don't know.
Google I go.
Alright, Anthony,
Oh,
find
no.
it right now. See what the Hulk stick looks like. Google Hulk dick.
Why are we
actually.
going over this?
If it's anything like the shitty cosplay, it's just gonna be some fat dude painted in green.
You hear about the one guy who used like army paint, or, like army grade paint, and was stuck being green for months on end? Because his
Hilarious.
army paint doesn't come off. Not
That's
even the
hilarious.
skin.
Are you really Googling Hulk dick right now?
It's Logan.
And that ends the podcast.
Anyways,
We're not done the movie.
The good guys win.
Were we ever going by the storyline?
No.
we were here and there. We've hit
Nope.
key points in the
Nope.
movie.
Nope.
We talked
Nope.
about dicks, shacking up with Hulk, and like a bunch of other stuff that had nothing to do with that.
Yep.
I feel like Hulk Dick has a lot to do with this movie.
Hashtag Hulk Dick.
Dennis
Where
liked
is
to
the Hulk?
present
Hashtag
Jack my
Hulk Dick.
mouth.
Where's the Hulk? Where's the Hulk going? Planet Hulk.
No.
That's
wish
not at all what's happening, but that's what I want to believe.
maybe there's like an underwater city. Oh, Atlantis. You find Namor. Okay, there we go.
Fucking Namor. Namor's
Exactly.
a little bitch.
I hate Namor.
No, if anything, it'd be World War Hulk, I think is what they're setting up. Or they're going to set up a...
But they can't do World War Hulk without Planet Hulk. Because the Illuminati sends him to space.
That'd be really hard to set up.
He has a family. The family
I don't-
dies. He blames the Illuminati. Goes back to Earth.
Don't we all just blame the Illuminati? Isn't that life?
But I don't think they're
No one
going to
can see
do
that.
Planet Hulk.
They can't because Universal owns the rights to a solo Hulk movie.
I'm not looking.
Universal isn't folded in their deal, dude.
I'm not that deprived.
Universal has the rights to a solo Hulk movie.
It would
Like-
still be in the MCU.
But they don't have to follow any
Put black
of
stabs in the hot brownies
like
for
Marvel's
hot
or
brownies
slash
for
Disney's.
Anyway, I think they're setting up a thing like they did in the first one, where someone's gonna have to go find him.
What does the raccoon even have to do?
They're gonna find him again. And
It's gonna be some bullshit where Tony's like, "I need him." And Black Widow's gonna be like, "Who? Him."
We need the big green.
the pronoun game. Away.
No, he won't be. He won't be Big Green. He'll be like, "We need Mr. What was his code name?
We need the zucchini.
Mr. Green.
Yeah, he'll be Mr. Green again.
Black Widow, go get your zucchini.
Oh god.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Did she look up Hulk Dick?
No.
I'm
other
working on it,
things
but
that she
reception
shouldn't be.
sucks.
Yeah, Dylan's reception sucks.
Yeah.
You could have it.
Blah blah blah. Podcast over. Canceled.
We already canceled last time. We can't cancel twice.
Canceled again.
That's why Wyatt has no say in the shows.
We only cancel 3 times a day.
I have a lot to say in the show. I like to point out that the top rated video on your channel is my video.
In part two.
Shots fired. Bang bang.
We found Hulk Dick and Shock was what?
I've not found Hulk Dick.
Oh, I thought that was the
I'm glad you're still looking for Hulk.
The web page is not available. You
Let's Google Hulk Dick.
Let's not.
That's
Let's not actually-
podcast.
do you,
Google Hulk
do you
Dick.
not want that to be in your browser history?
We don't need Hulk.
This
Dick in
podcast
anyone's
brought to you
browser.
by www.hulkdick.com.
Dick with the Hulk
For all your Hulk Dick needs.
Use
Who
the
needs
promo
Hulk
code
Dick?
Hide
A
the
lot of
Zucchini at checkout and receive 5% off.
Oh my god. I think we've hit the entire movie, right?
Wade, you should title this video www.hulkdick.com.
This should
The
be like
whole
a smooth
beginning-
podcast, and I shouldn't edit
The
any
whole-
of it.
The whole opening of the
Like
movie
the
seemed like they were
podcast that never
self-aware. They were in a movie.
I liked
didn't-
that though.
Yeah,
liked
I
the
liked it.
it was a
but it
really
was
great
like-
scene.
It was great, but like when they posed on that one shot, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a really cool shot, but that would never happen.
Yeah, like they're all running up and they
Yeah.
stop, and it then cuts to the
I really
title.
thought that was just a trailer scene, which was cool for the trailer, but it was like,
I didn't think it would be in the movie.
oh, although, hey, they're lining up for us. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Boom. Just down, all of them. I feel like Hulk killed a couple of those guys.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are.
Allegedly.
You're right. That was great. No, you're fine. Banner, you're fine. Everything. Oh, Thor. How's Hulk's body count? Dead. All of them. You're not helping. No, they're fine. Sprained ankles, bruises, gout. He said gout. I was like,
I
the
forgot
Hulk
they
gave
actually
people
Thor was
mentioned
gout.
probably my
That
favorite
was
character
the
in
thing.
that movie.
Thor was
Just
like up there. Like Cap, Iron Man, and Thor were like the funniest.
You had a hard time with Thor in the previous installment.
Actually,
This
all
was
under
actually-
Hawkeye.
I liked Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was funny
I
as
thought
fuck
he should
in this.
die. As soon as he saw the kid, I was like,
That's the whole
yes,
property.
yes,
That's what he was
yes.
explaining.
And then-
That's what I
Didn't
was
die.
explaining. Just, yes, kill the fucker. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
I didn't want him to die, but like I knew someone in the movie was dying, so it's like, fuck. We met his family.
Yep.
He was funny. He had that whole thing with Scarlet Witch, which was a great.
Even Josh Whedon came out and said he was just a giant cock tease.
That was great. We're fighting robots. The island is flying, and I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
Yeah, I love that they actually address that he's just a dude with a bow and arrow.
He recognizes he's a dude with a bow and arrow.
It's just like...
Doesn't at one point someone ask him why he's on the Avengers when he doesn't have superpowers?
His wife. When him and his wife are talking, he's like, they need me. And she's like...
what?
She's like, why? He's like, I'm their glue. And she's like, that's scary.
You're a shitty glue.
He's like that kind of glue you get at a dollar store, and then eventually you just have to go get like crazy glue because that glue doesn't fucking work.
They hold it together for about a minute, and then like a piece falls off.
It's like shit.
And that's after 5 minutes of you trying to squeeze it together.
You, like, stay together.
But I liked Hawkeye in this movie. I thought he was funny, especially when he was like, "I'm not doing the mind control thing again."
Yeah, like, that was a good scene too. Just no, fuck that.
And then Tony's like, "Hey, I need some help," and he's like, "Everyone's down. You're on your own.
Yep.
Have fun with the Hulk."
Everybody's dead.
Wait, what happened? Just fight the Hulk. We'll talk about it later.
And thus ends the podcast.
More or less, since Wade and his girlfriend are...
They're looking at HulkDick.com.
We are indeed.
Beautiful.
Sponsor this podcast, HulkDick.com. Use Zucchini at HulkDick.com and receive 5% off at checkout.
That's
what do you
Don't
buy at HulkDick.com?
Hulk Dick.
Lots and lots and lots of things.
A bag of Hulk Dick.
So just one big bag.
It's like a bunch of baguettes.
It's like those giant gummy bears you can buy, but it's shaped like a Hulk dick.
I feel like that's.
I kind of want to buy one just to be like.
Actually, one of those gummy worms would be more accurate. Like the 5-pound gummy worm.
Yeah, but it's like the girth of the gummy bear.
Yeah, it's like the girth of the gummy bear.
Take the length of the gummy worm, but the girth of the gummy bear. Fuse them together.
So it's like a 20-pound.
And they're all green
Save
apple.
the popsicle cat.
They all have to be green apple.
80% of
Or
this is
watermelon.
obscenities and dick jokes.
It's usually a lighter.
No,
joke.
we shit in the yard.
Right. So that's
Click the stop button.
We have to
So-
end it first.
Click the stop button.
We have to actually say goodbye.
Kill it.
Media not
Kill it.
found. Media
Canceled.
not found. Media not
Cancel.
found. Media
Quicksilver
not
that
found.
shit.
Can't melt steel beams.
I bet you didn't see
Error
that coming.
404. Website not found.
Abort, abort.
You
All
can't
right.
mention
Fish
that.
selling
People-
fish.
yeah,
That's messed up.
People will get offended by that.
All right. So that was this podcast. I don't even know what it was about anymore. So if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, check out all the links to the everything. This is these people. All right.
That's racist.
Yeah. What do you mean these people?
That's
people.
our word.
And you're also way too close to the mic because you're peeking, dude. You need to back the fuck up.
I think it's mostly her.
Start
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No,
Oh,
that
I'm
is
Every
you.
time she touches that, it's
Start over. Do it all over.
This whole podcast. All
By
right.
yourself.
She's not peeking.
You need to have
He's
your own podcast,
peeking.
dude. This needs to be like a blooper reel. This would be hilarious.
I'm down
But
with
we also need a real one.
Right.
Should I
So
edit?
that brings this podcast to an end. This thing has been derailed as crazy fuck. So